afternoon. All of us, we must be very tired right now. Since morning, we are hearing all these, issues and everything. When I prepared my issues, what should be raised here when I'll talk, when I'm standing, the scenario back home, it has been changed. Maybe some of you, those who are working with Human Rights Law Network, I'm representing here Odhikar, a right-based organization in my country, Bangladesh, and the Secretary General of that organization, he has been arrested a couple of days ago, Advocate Adilur Rahman Khan. And he's been arrested for information terrorism. That is the offense, and for that police wanted 10 days remand, and the magistrate granted only 5 days. That was the good news for us. 5 days remand, and then we went to the High Court and challenging that order and state that, but now he is in jail. So giving this background information, maybe now I would like to share a few of my thoughts with all of you. I know it's tiring. I'll not take much time. First of all, I really thank HRLN for organizing this beautiful organization here and offering us this venue. I came Delhi a couple of times, but always wanted to visit JNU, didn't have a chance. So thank you very much for giving us this venue. It's really wonderful. In our country, all the rights, as we have been heard since morning, are guaranteed by the Constitution: equality before law, freedom of expression, freedom of thoughts, everything, freedom of speech, like Pakistan, India, Nepal. But when we see some huge errors in law, especially dealing with women's or children's cases, that because we are working also in this field, along with disappearance and extrajudicial killing, this sort of issues are in a rise in our country right now. Like 3 years ago, only first we have heard about disappearance. It was never there in our country, never. And always disappearance or disappeared people, those who are belong to the opposition. Like it's politically, it has become a weapon to use by the law enforcement agencies. And Bangladesh, right now we are dealing with war crime, war criminals. Those are those who did crimes against humanity, and the court is called International War Crime Tribunal. Though there is nothing international, everything is very much domestic, but we call it the name International War Crime Tribunal. Again there, we expected free and fair justice. It's not happening. It's not happening there. The political flavor, always, it's there. From our organization, we have dealt with many cases, thousands of cases. And public interest litigation is one of the most important parts of our organization. By filing cases, PIL, we have able to change some laws in our country. One is, besides all frustrations, Children Act. Say for example, we have been able to change 2013, we have our new amended Children Act, because as a lawyer of Supreme Court Bar and also as an activist, I filed up a series of, sometime 10-12 cases. I have mailed all those cases to Smriti. If any one of you are interested, you can always ask, or I can mail it to you. Many of the cases we have received judgments. Some are heartbreaking, some are up to the standard, some are good beyond expectation. Nothing happened like that so far. But One case I would like to share with you. It was a rape case. It caught the attention of electronic and print media all over our national newspapers and TV channels everywhere. A girl in Kushtia, it is a district near Dhaka, 5 hours from Dhaka, our city. A girl and her mother, both of them were in custody in a police station in Kushtia for 6 days together in front of the mother. That girl, she was 18 years of her age. She was raped. She was raped, and when this news came, we filed a petition before the High Court Division challenging her illegal detention. And then what happened? Police, Odhikar was there. They did the main fact-finding along with 3 other leading organizations. And the justices, they called the victim along with her mother, and in camera trial, you know, many of you are lawyers here, right? How many are lawyers? We are here? Oh, a lot of lawyers. So I feel so comfortable when talking to lawyers. So camera trial, I asked for camera trial, so that second time victimization for a woman or for a girl, it is very common in our subcontinent, as all of us maybe we know or experienced dealing with our cases. Camera trial was there. At that girl, they were 2 months after that incident took place. 2 months they were in police custody, in jail. They were in jail, and when we moved their bail, finally when they came out from jail, and they were in the High Court Division in that particular bench, and in a chamber, means camera trial, I was there, the judges and the victim and her mother. Then she said, all the news published in the newspaper, they are lying. She didn't tell anything to anybody, and she was never raped. So that was a huge challenge for us, 4 leading organizations. We were kind of, it was shocking for all of us. Then Odhikars, there was a boy, his name was Hassan, who did the fact-finding. All of us, we are working in the field of human rights, we did that, fact-finding, and recorded all the conversations before, just after the incident took place, and before filing the case, recorded conversation. So I reproduced all those by way of affidavit. 4 affidavits I have to submit so far, maybe hundreds of pages. Asian Human Rights Commission and many other organizations are following my case, and the High Court Division is still confused to come up with a verdict where it is black and white that she was raped, and there are eyewitness, neighbor. She was also in jail hazard at that time. But still then, we are in a denial. So when a girl is raped, her modesty is in question every time, like any other countries in South Asia region. It is always the girls, it is on the girl's side against, in fact, she is to be blamed, always. Maybe she must be a bad character woman or girl, or maybe she was not in a proper dress, some sort of provoking. Another case, it happened a couple of years ago in Dhaka University. It was 31st night. So the boys and the girls, they were kind of some good mood. They were dancing, this and that, and all of a sudden, some boys attacked a girl. And then when we filed the case challenging that, it was so humiliating. That girl, at a point, she has to leave the university because it is, I'm not talking about this, there is 12, 13 years back maybe. And then the High Court said, maybe campus police should be needed because we don't have that. And the way the girl was dressed up, it was not proper. So, in our country, we often face this sort of, struggle, I would rather say. It is kind of struggle we are facing each and every day. We have, if I say about public interest litigation, Another thing happened in Bangladesh, 2010. I filed a case. It's called eve-teasing, but in a sense, it is purely a sexual harassment. Like if a girl is passing by, there are a few boys standing in front of a tea stall. They whistle or they sing a song or some kind of mime, or the way they posture. It was humiliating for the girl, or they just push that girl. This sort of things when happening again and again, repeatedly. At a point, a girl, she was 18 years old, she was an art college student. She committed suicide. And after that, hundreds of girls in our country, they committed suicide. Whenever any of their parents or their teacher or anyone came forward to protest, what happened, those boys, I shouldn't say any other word, maybe they are not properly educated, or family problems, whatever, bad association, they injured them, they sometimes killed them, some professor, some mother. When series of incidents started happening, then I came up with a PI, challenging stating hundreds of incidents and challenging those actions done by many people. And then the High Court Division, this was the first time they came up with a very good landmark judgment by saying we didn't have anti-stalking law. It was kind of sometimes stalking, or sometimes they irritate girls, and the girls, they came in such a stage that they lost all hope, even to survive. The whole process, the system frustrates that girl. So the High Court said, in absence of any law enacted addressing sexual harassment or stalking, whatever the name is, eve-teasing is not the proper name for that, because if we call that eve-teasing, the depth of that very offense lightens. That is why High Court said, from now on, all of us, we should call it sexual harassment, and until the Parliament don't come up with a new legislation, with a new law, let us all stick with the guidelines laid down by this judgment. I have this judgment here printed, maybe only one copy. I can give it to you so that we can share. Another case we have filed, it's called sexual harassment in educational institution. We were in fact inspired by India's Supreme Court's one judgment, where some women's based organizations, they filed a case challenging that actions, sexual harassment. And the Supreme Court of India also gave a judgment by giving guidelines, some directions. And now what I see working in